Good everyone, my name is Graphics. The figure at the right hand side of the screen shows the front elevation of a cone, right? And we are to redraw the elevation and complete the plan. That is the first thing. The first thing we have to do, we need to redraw what we have, what we see. Secondly, we have to draw a complete plan, and we have to draw the end elevation, and we have to draw the surface development. So first of all, we need to draw what we see before we can even start applying any of this question. So let's draw. Now, when you see an object like what you are seeing on your screen, we're only giving the front elevation. For you to make it more easier for you, if you look at this bottom here, you see diameter of what? 60, right? So it's telling you that it is a cone. It is telling you that the base is what of the triangle is what is circular. That's why you're seeing diameter. So we need to draw the circular base first, looking it from the top. So we want to draw the plan now. So the first thing you have to draw is the plan. So when you look from a cone from the top, you see something like a circular shape. So I'll take my meter rule and I am going to draw the horizontal line this way. You can see that. And I'll take it, my set square, I'll place it here, and I'm going to draw my vertical line this way. Is that taken? I'll draw my vertical line this way. You can see that. Now, this is where they meet. From that point they meet, if you look at the arrow here, it's telling you diameter 60. So you just have to take the radius of that 60, which is 30. So I can use this. I will start from 1 here, right? And I'll stop at 30 here. This one here. I'll start from 1. From 1 is 0, 2 is 10, 3 is 20, 4 is 30, since I'm starting from 1, right? And I'll place it at the center here. Then I'll draw my circle. I'm going to what? Thicken it. Thicken the circle. You can see that? That is first thing you do. Now you need to project the axis upward. Before you project the axis, you should draw a line this way, front line also, right? That will be representing the base of the front elevation as shown in the figure here. Now, if I project two axes of the two ends of the circle, right? I would project it here on my front line, and I'll also project it here with my front line. Can you see that? Now, I will now mark this point. I'll say this is my point 0, right? And this will be my point 6. I will explain that as we move. This is what? 0, and this is 6. We'll explain that. So it means that this point here is 0, and this point here is also what? Also 6. So that is the end of the beginning and the end of the base of what you see. That is this point you're seeing here is this point on the front elevation, while the other end point here is the other point there. Now, we are given the height of this cone to be 80, right? The height of the cone is what? Is 80. So I'm going to take my compass and my rule. I'm starting from 1. So it means that my 1 is 0, 2, that is 10, this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and what? 80. So from 1 to 9 is 80 since I'm starting from 1, right? And I'll place it at this end here and I'll strike an arc this way, right? So let me show you what I'm actually doing. This is the arc I've struck up here. With the same measurement, I'll place it here. I'll strike another arc. And that is where they meet. Now I'll take my meter rule and I'm going to connect the top of the triangle here using my faint line. I'll connect it to this point here. Then I'll do for the other part too. I'll connect from here and I'm going to join it to this point here. Right? Now if you look at it very well, right? We have drawn the height. Now if you look at the figure, we see that the height of 35, this 35 you've seen, at the height of that 35, so let's just assume from here, if I measure from this point, starting from 1, right? So 1 will be 0, this will be 10, 20, 30, then 35 will be here, right? From that point, if I extend this point to this point here, so at this point, you're seeing here, at this point, height of 35, the cone is dissected. It is what? Truncated. Taking, we'll cut it from that point at an angle of what? Angle of 30 degrees as shown in the figure at the right of the screen. So if I place it here, I'll now, when your set square is at this position, the inclined axis here is called 30 degrees. So I'll now move it to that point where it is. Then I'll now draw my line. I'll thicken it to stop here. You can see that? So I'll thicken the base here. And I'll thicken here also. And I'll thicken here also. Now, this is what we are told to draw. Now, successfully brought out the shape. Now, the first thing you see, we should draw the front elevation, right? And this is the front elevation we have redrawn. So, because we redraw it now, I'm now going to remove it from the top, from the right side of the screen, and I'll place it at the top right corner. So, this is what we have here. Now, when we are told to what, we should complete the plan. What did they mean? Now let me explain. For you to complete the plan, right, is to divide this circle into 12 equal parts. Now if I place my compass here and I place it at the center, you can see that I will cut up and I'll come here also, I'll cut up. Then I'll come at the center here, I'm going to cut left, left, and what? And right. So doing that, I'll now take my meter rule and pass all those points that I've cut or marked through the center of the circle. So this is one of them. This is another one of them. This is another one of them. This is another one of them. Right? This is what we actually have here. Now I know I said here is 0 earlier. So here will be what? 1, here will be 2, here will be 3, here will be 4, here will be 5, and here will be what? 6. So if here, since this circle is symmetrical, that means if I cut it into two, what's at the left hand side will be what's at the right hand side. So if here is 1, here will also be what? 1. If here is 2, here also will be 2. If here is 3, here will be 3. If here is 4, here will be 4. If here is 5, here is also going to be what? 5. Now I will now project all those points to touch the base of the circle. So projecting it from 1 here, if I move it up to touch the base, that will be my point 1. If I move 2 to touch the base here also, that will be point 2. If I move 3, this will be what? Point 3. If I move 4, this will be point 4. If I move 5, this will be point 5. Right? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now the next thing I'll do is all those points that I marked here, I am going to project them to the apex, the top of the what? Of the triangle. Now, if I'm doing that, I'm going to move from 1 to the apex of the triangle. So I will not really go there, I will just stop here. So but my aim is the top here. The next one, from 2, I will target the apex, the top of the triangle here, but I'm going to stop here. 3 is already there. The same thing for 4, targeting there, but I'm going to stop here. Right? I don't have to just draw it like this. What I'll do, I'll just stop here. Then from 5, I'll move from 5, then I'm going to stop here. You can see that. Now, don't forget, this is still 1. Here is also 1. This is still 2. Here is also 2. This is still 3. This point is 3. This is 4. Here is also 4. This is 5. Here is also 5. This is 6. Here is also 6. Is that okay? Now, I'm going to start projecting those lines downward. So if I project, this is 0 here also. So if I project 0 down this way, with a straight line, this 0 here projected downward with a straight line, so it will meet in at what? At this point here, point 0. So 0 is meeting at where? At 0. Is that good? Now, the next one we'll be doing will be, if I project 1 downward from here, straight down. So this is the line of 1 coming down, right? So where 1 meets 1 here, and where 1 meets 1 here. So this is 0, this is point 1, and this is also point 1. Right? I'll move again. I'll go to 2. I'll project it downward. Now this is the line of 2. So where 2 meets 2, 2 also meets 2 here. Right? We'll go to the next one. This is 3. Right? So what I'll just simply do, this is symmetrical. So I'll just come and I'm going to mark 3. I can use my compass and I will measure from the beginning of this point. Let me show you. From the beginning of this point here at the point 3 here, I'll just draw a line, faint line to touch here. Right? So when it touches there, I'll just take my compass and measure from here to that point of point 3. Right? because from the left to the right is equals from the right to the left. So I'll just measure it here and I'll place it at the center here, and I'll mark top and bottom. So this will be what? 0.3 and 0.3. Then the next thing I'll do, I'm going to project 4 down with a straight line also. I'll draw 4 down. So you see, as 4 is coming down, this is the line of 4. So 4 is meeting 4, right? Then I'll go to 5. I'll project 5 down. Now this is the line of 5, and this is also another line of 5. So where 5 is meeting 5 is at these 2 points here, right? Then the last but not the least, 6. I project it down this way, should be the line of what? Of 6 here. Look at the line here coming down, and this is the line of 6. This is what we have. So I'm going to join them using my French curve. So joining those points in my French curve, this is how you're going to join them. I'll be taking at least 3 points at a time. So if I come here, you can decide to use a smaller one this way. So if I decide to take 3 points at a time, I can easily take this and this, these 3 points together, right? So I can come here and I'll have this way. That is one. I can go to the next one. So from here, you ensure that if I put it this way, at least I can still take this 2, right? Why am I taking this 2? Because of what? Here is still open. Can come here also. You can take this. You may ensure that it is closed, right? It is not closed yet, so I cannot really join them. I won't join them. I'll look for what to make them close. If I come here, it's still not closed. So if I come here, I will now, so if I move this to this point, at least it is closed. So I can easily move this to this point. I'll come here also. I can just move from here so that it is closed. It is kind of closed here to the next point. Right? I'll move this. So if you look at this, it's kind of closed. There's no space here. So I can really connect it to this point here. Right? Then this point too, you can still join that point too. Then I'll come here also. I will ensure if I place it this way, there's opening here, so I'll continue adjusting it until the opening closes. Right? So if I put it this way, I will have this. It is that's closed, so I can just join from here to this point. Then move to the next one also. I connect from here to this point. It is kind of closed here, right? So let's join this to this. Come here also. I'll be moving it until it closes. It has closed here, right? So I'll just join from here to here. Let's fix this. So to mean this, I'll try and see that here must be closed. When it is closed, you can easily move this, right? So I can easily move this. Now it is closed here. So if I move this to this point, I'll have this. And the last one, let's close it up. Let's try and at least show the one I can do here. So this is what we actually have here. This is how the plan, when you cut the cone from the top, you slice it up, we have in this. So we have completed the plan here, right? Now the next thing we have to do, if you look at the diagram closely, after drawing the plan, we need to draw the end elevation. So how can you do that? And the arrow is showing us that we must be looking at it from this side. So it means that our end elevation will be at this point here, right? So if I should do that, to draw the end elevation, what I'm going to do is this. I can easily, because I don't want anything to touch the figure here, I just draw a line that will pass through the center here. Just a faint line like that, this way. You can see that line? Then in doing that, I'm going to draw another vertical line as if I want to do orthographic projection. Another vertical line here. So let's draw that at any radius of your choice. Right? Now they are meeting at this point here. Right? Now, then what I will do is I will now take this same measurement here. The measurement I used to get this point, right? Or better still, I will just draw my 45 degree there at that point. So if I draw my 45 degree, I'll take 45 degree set square, right? And I'll place it at this point here. So you take 45 degree set square. If you don't really have it, what you should just do is you bisect these 2 points. You just place your compass here, you cut here, and you cut here. With the same measurement, you place it here, and you bisect here, right? And you place it here also, and you bisect here. So where they meet will be the point of of the 45 degree. So at this point to this point should be our 45 degree. You can see that. Now at those points you should project all the edges. This edge first of all, project it to come and touch this here. So let me extend that. Project it to come and touch that end. Just touching it here, right? And that is point 3, and point 3. That is the 2 end here. So I'll project this to come and touch here. There's another point 3. Right, this 3, and this is what? 3. And this is the center here. Right? The center is just at this point here. So I can call here to be the center O. Now, what I'll do is at the apex of the triangle here, I will draw my line this way. So whatever I do must not pass that line. So with the help of my set square, I'll start projecting those points upward. Put it on my set square this way. And I'll start projecting those points upward. So if I project here, up, I'd like to reach here. And I'll project here. I can just say, okay, let just stop here. And come to this point also. I'll project it up. Okay, just stop here. So automatically, this point here, let me extend this a little bit. Automatically, this is 3. So here also what is 3. Right? And this is also 3 too. Both of them here is 3. All good. Now what I'll do here is at the top here, right, I'll project this my center point. That's the center point. I'll project it from this point to go up, straight up, and that means it's meeting at this point. So that is where I'm going to use my faint line first from point 3 here. I'll draw it this point. From point 3 here, I'll join it to this point. You can see that. Now I've brought out the triangle. The next thing for me to do is to start projecting all those points to this direction. So when I project those points here, I have point 0 is coming. I have point 2 also coming. I have the center 2 that is there. I have 4. I have 5 and 6. Now when you look very well, this ending here, this apex point is here. So before I even do anything, all these point 2, I'll project them here. So we know this is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 and what? And 6. Is that taken? Now if I'm doing that, let's see what will happen. I'll start projecting. Each of those points that I marked, like I have a point here, I'm going to project it. Is that taken? And I have another point here. I am going to project it also. This point here, I'll project it. So any point I mark, I'll project it. So let me push the first one up. The first one is this. I'll take it up. And if you notice it, this is 3, right? So if I move to that point 3, point 3 we're meeting at somewhere around here, right? We're having point 3 somewhere around here. Point 3 is meeting here. So 3 meets 3. The next one is 4. 4 also. So if 3 meet 3 here, look at what will happen now. 3 meet 3, then what else again? 4 will meet what? 4. So I'll project this 4 up also. So where's the 4? This is we say this is this line of what? This line of 3, right? We'll move it up and it's here. No, this is the line of 3 here, sorry. This is 3. So I made this is 3 here, the line of 3. So here is what? 3. Right? If you project it, this is what? 3. This is where 3 meet 3. So 3 meet 3 here. Then 4 meets 4 here. So the first one is not. So we have 4 meets 4 here. So this is point 3. Right? Look at it. Point 3. This is point 2. Right? Then I didn't project this. And this here is point 1. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then this will now be what? 4. Here that's coming will now be 5. Here that's coming will now be 6. Then the B is here, is just there. Right? So let's see. So I've marked point 3 and this is point 4. Then the next one I'll go will be 5. If I move to 5, I'll project 5 to touch here and I'll take it up this way. Right? This is the line of 5 here. So 5 will stop at 5 here. So this is where 5 meets. Right? Then the next one is this is 6. 6 and 0 on the same point here. So if I project that, 6 is meeting 6. This is 6 here at this point. Right? And also at point 0. That's 2 points there. All good? Because 6 and 0 on the same point. So that's why I mark the line of what? The line of 6 and the line of what? 0. Now, I'll go to the next one, which is 5 again. So if I move the 5 to this point, it's meeting here, and I'm going to project it up again. Project it up again. So 5 will also meet 5 here. So this is 5. So 5 will meet 5 here also. Right? This is line of 5, and the point of 5 is meeting 5. Then I'll go to the next one, which is 4 to this point. So I'll project it up to meet line of 4. So I project that line of 4, that point of 4 to meet the line of 4. This is the line of 4 here. So where 4 meet 4 is another point again. Then the next one is 3 again, right? Which I've already done. So 3 will come and meet here, right? This is 3 here. And I'll project it up to where 3 is going to meet 3 here. So this is the line of 3 meeting each other here. These 3 meeting 3 here. Then the next one is 2 here, meeting this point here. So if I project it up, 2 is going to meet 2 at this point here. So this is the point of 2. Then the 1, this is point 1 here. I'll move it here to touch here. And this is the point of 1 here. So this is where 1 meets 1. So 1 meets 1 here. And this one we have another 1 here again. This is 1 again. Project it to meet here. And if I project it up this way, 1 will also meet 1. So this is the line of 1. And we have 2 points on 1. So I'll now join this point using my French curve. So using my French curve, I'm going to be having something like this. I can try and see which of them will fall in because it looks elliptical. So if it's that way, I'll just take my ellipse, my inside of it, and I'll first of all join this 3 this way, right? Then you can see join here. The good news is, thank God for that. And here too. Then which one again? Can come here with this, right? And then I'll be getting this, and then I'll be getting this and this. So this is what we are bringing out. Then I'll take in from this end here to this end. Then from this end here to this end. Then I'll close the base. So this is what we're told to do, right? That's the end elevation. Now the next thing we're told to do here is to draw the surface development. Now surface development, what you're going to do actually is this, right? Now we'll move this up. Since I need the surface development, I'm going to move this up this way, right? Now for me to do surface development, I'll place my compass at this point and take it here. You can see that. I'll place it at this point to the end of 2.6 here, and I'm going to draw an arc this way. You see that? Draw an arc this way. You can see the arc, so let me move it up more. So if I move it up more, I'll be having this. So if I do that, I will be having something like this. I'm going to be having something like this. So when I've done that, the next thing I'll do is I'll take the distance between the division of the triangle, this distance here. I'll take this distance here between this and this, right? So any of these two division. When I take it, then I'll start marking. So if I place it here, I'll mark 1, right? I'll mark 2, I'll mark 3, I'll mark 4, this will be 5, this 6, we have back again 5, so this is just 6, go back again 5, So we're moving. Let me take it up. So that is, I said this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we'll go to 5 again, back to 0. So this will be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So I'll now use my rule and connect the points. I will draw a radial line that will connect each of those points to the apex part of the triangle, right? So we'll go to the next one. Next one. The next one. Okay. The next one. Next one. Okay, using your think line. This is what we have. Right? Now, the next thing you do is that you're going to project each of these points, starting from here, each of these points to touch the sides of the triangle. So 5 will touch here, 4 will come and touch here, 3 will come here, then 2 will come here, 1 will come here, and 0 will come touch here. So this is 6. The next one is 5. This is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So we'll start moving those points each. So from 0, from this apex point here, I'll move it to here, right, to 6. I'll draw this. From 5 also, move it. I'll draw this. From 4 here. From 3 here. 2 also here. 1 also from here. Then 0, 2 from here. So this is what we have there. Right? So it does mean that this is 0. So I'll now name here to be 0, right? Here will now be 0. I'll call it to be 1. Here should be 2. Here will be 3, 4, 5, and what? 6. This is how we name here, right? So now let's start. If this is 0, where this is where 0 meets, the next one is what? Is 1. So 1 is meeting 1 at this point. And also if I trace it down to the other one, 1 is meeting 1 at this point. Don't forget this is 0 here also. Now the next one is 2. 2 will meet 2, right? And 2 has another 2 here again, and this is 2 again. The next one is 3. 3 will meet 3 here, and 3 has another line here. So this is 3, right? So this is the line of what? Of 3. This is 4. 4, we meet 4 here, and this is 4 again around here. If I trace it, this is 4, right? The next one is 5. 5 will move to meet 5, and this is 5 again here, right? Then we have 6. 6 will move to meet 6, the line of 6 here. So we've gotten this. So what I'll do is I will take my rule. I'm going to take in 0 to 0 here, right? I'll take in 0 to 0 here. Just take in, and I'll take my French curve to connect all these points from this point here. Yeah, connect all these points here, right? So I can actually connect all these points from here. From here I will get this. Then the next one will be 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 this. So yes. Then the next one will be this. Right? So we'll be having something like this. And I should just join from here. I'm taking this with my compass. Now this is what we have. That is the development of the surface here. This is the end view, and this is the plan. So this is what we are told when we are drawing. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.